everyone, it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Betty.
And today it's November 29th, and we're on pages 54 and 55. We are looking at the world in pictures this month, and our title today is called Buying Appliances for the New Apartment.
对，我们今天要讲就是家电大采购，而且这个主题很有趣，因为我知道很多同学对生活的英文啊都很有兴趣，所以今天你大概可以学到10个家电的讲法。那我们先来请那个 Chris 老师念一下这个家电
Appliances.
而且复数它后面是 s， 所以同学要注意哦。然后它中间那个 i 是 i， 它不是念 e， 那这个同学要小心。
So you know APP on your phone apps, and this is the same word. Now, an app is a computer program that helps you do one or two things. Your household appliances also do one or two things to help you do housework.
那这就讲到说，那个其实它跟那个我们讲的 APP， 那其实要念 App， 但当然我们习惯念 APP 就是应用程式有点像。应用程式呢，它也是帮你，比如说你要记一下你哪一个时候要干嘛嘛，所以应用程式它是有目的性的。家电它也是有目的性的，看你要做什么，它可以帮你做。
That's right. These are apps that help you do housework. Let's hear our story, and when we come back, we will talk to Norman and Eliza.
Buying appliances for the new apartment. Norman and Eliza have just moved to Taiwan from Canada, and they are shopping for appliances for their new home.
The air conditioner in this apartment is really old. We certainly need to get a new one.
I agree. I was looking at a few appliances online earlier. Do you think we should get a dehumidifier as well?
That's a good idea. I've heard it gets really humid in the summer.
Are there any other big items that we should order?
Let's see. The apartment already has a fridge, a washing machine, and a microwave.
Then the basics are mostly covered.
Oh, what about a water dispenser?
We can boil water from the tap for drinking water, so we can hold off on buying one for now.
Oh, that's right. How about a coffee machine? I don't want to drink coffee from a convenience store every day.
Okay, but just something simple. We don't need espresso or cappuccinos every morning.
Will you order everything tonight?
Sure. I think we can get it all delivered in just a few days.
What do you think about getting an air fryer? I've always wanted one.
I guess we can afford it. Let's just make sure we use it.
Don't worry. I already have a few recipes in mind.
All right, every time we read a dialogue, I always like to pick up my pen, and every time someone talks, I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 这个第一块 right here, we have 7 lines. Eliza, then Norman is 2, Eliza's 3, Norman. So we can say, look at line 5, look at line 6. It's so easy. 赶快写下来. And let's read our subtitle today. Norman and Eliza have just moved to Taiwan from Canada, and they are shopping for appliances for their new home.
所以一样啦，我们来介绍故事的背景。就这里呢，今天呢，我们是 Norman 跟 Eliza， 这个名字也蛮难念的 Eliza。他们呢刚搬到台湾，从加拿大搬过来的，千里迢迢，所以他们现在在买这个家电。然后这里啊，有一个问题想问 Chris 老师。
Sure.
Have just moved to 跟 just moved to, what's the difference?
Okay, so number one is the present perfect tense, and the other one 比较口语 just moved to. But 如果你已经搬到台湾，你怎么可以用现在完成式？现在完成式还是有在吗？ Well, yes, because 你还是有受到刚搬到台湾的影响 and that's why this is present perfect tense. But 口语来说 foreigners are going to say Norman and Eliza just moved to Canada.
就完成式，现在完成它比较复杂一点点，所以在口语上我们会用过去式，但是在完成式啊，它跟过去式比较不一样，就是你可以用完成式讲刚刚发生过，就是刚发生不久。那如果你是发生很久，比如说100年，你要讲说什么200年前电话被发明出来，这个就不能用现在完成式了，一定要是刚刚发生过的才可以。
I always like to tell people this example. 这个你有受到那个过去的影响。So like 今天早上我钥匙不见了。I lost 过去式 I lost my keys in the morning. So 然后我到家里的时候，我打不开门。I have lost my keys. 我钥匙在早上完全结束了，钥匙不见了。现在我受到这个影响，打不开门。So I have lost my keys. So that's the same situation here. 你还要受到过去的影响。
就是它其实你可以把它理解成，你用现在完成式，它是要把那个过去的事情跟现在拉在一起。现在发生的事情，对现在是有；过去发生的事情对现在有影响。那你通常就是用完成式讲，因为什么？结果是什么？I've lost my keys. 结果就是我打不开门，所以它是跟现在有所连接的。
That's right. All right, here we go. Eliza says, the air conditioner in this apartment is really old. We certainly need to get a new one.
对，他就讲说 ，Eliza 就说，这个冷气啊，在这个公寓的冷气还是真的很旧，我们一定要换一个新的才行。
Okay, pick up your pen. 这个很重要。我好讨厌学生这样子讲。Write, underline certainly. And let's write really and very. Now we can say really or very. 一个是对的，一个是错的。哪一个？ The correct answer is really. 我们这边不可以说 very. 你记得 very 跟 verb 是错的。Write very and cross it out.
Very 只能加形容词，而且它只能加形容词原级哦。你也不能说形容词，比如说 nicer， 你不能说 very nicer， 它只能加形容词的原级 very nice.
Very verb is very wrong.
对，所以这不行啊 ，very like you。台湾人很喜欢这样讲，我很喜欢你，我很喜欢你。
Yes, I very like. Don't say this. It's always really, really, really. Archie, gen call you. Foreigners like to say really, so you should too. Let's look at line number 2. 有没有写下来 2? And Norman says, I agree. I was looking at a few appliances online earlier. Do you think we should get a dehumidifier as well?
I think this is quite important for foreigners,
Yes.
right? Moving here， 他就说，我同意啊，我其实稍早呢有在看，就网络上的家电啊，你觉得我们是不是应该买一台除湿机啊？
This guy is really smart because when I came to Taiwan, I didn't understand why you wanted a dehumidifier. And my first year or two, winter was very cold and very wet. I didn't understand because I come from a very dry place. And like, why is it like raining inside my house? It's so wet.
And the blanket you can feel the moisture in the blanket.
Yes, I was always cold. I did not understand. I have a heater. It was still cold because it's too wet. Foreigners need to know, buy 1 or 2 dehumidifiers for your house.
而且会过敏，对不对？如果你空气太湿会过敏。
right.
那我们来看一下 dehumidifier 这个字，它原本呢是，如果我们要讲说湿的话的英文是哪一个字
Like wet?
？humid。
Oh, 潮湿, I'm sorry.
对，潮湿
Yeah.
，sorry。那如果是湿度的话，就是
Humidity.
然后变成除湿机的话，会变成
Humidifier? 除湿机
因为要
dehumidifier.
把那个湿除掉嘛。那这个我觉得这个字对台湾的同学很难念，因为它的重音放的位置其实蛮难的。老师再帮我们示范一次。
Dehumidifier.
对，这个超难念的，我觉得。
Yeah, it's a word you want to practice. D just means no or 去. And then humid, we know is 潮湿. And then fi just means like it's a thing. And then is a noun, right? So let's look at should. Underline should get. Please don't say should to get. That's wrong. Should is a modal verb. Should 跟 can 的用法一样。如果 can 不可以加 to, 那 should 也不行。So 写下来 to and cross it out.
对，两个都是情态助动词，然后也不能加 s 哦，没有 should 没有 shoulds。
Yeah, or should gets. That's wrong. Should 后面也不可以 verb 加 s.
对。
All right, number 3. Eliza says, oh, that's a good idea. I've heard it gets really humid in the summer and the winter.
他说：“这个主意真的很好啊，因为我听说夏天这里很潮湿，冬天也很湿，又在台北啦。”
Yeah. I live in Danshui in the north of
非常湿。
Taipei. It's really wet. So it gets very humid in the summer. It will help keep your air dry and comfortable. Okay, number 4, Norman says, are there any other big items that we should order?
那 Norman 就接下来讲，他说：“那我们有要买一些大项的商品啊，比如说像冰箱那一种比较大一点点的。”
Yeah, Norman wants to spend a lot of money. When I came to Taiwan, I didn't have any money. So Norman wants to buy other big items. An item is a thing. But when we say item, it feels like you carefully picked it. Thing is just like dong-dong. And stuff, S-T-U-F-F, 是补课书, feels very 乱七八糟. But an item feels like you very carefully picked it.
对 thing 跟 item 的不同就是 item 呢，它其实比较好像是有挑过，它特别选出来的。像你买东西结账的时候啊，如果你有拿到收据，它就会写 item， 然后把你的明细列出来。那 thing 跟 stuff 口语我觉得蛮好用的，可是可能考试不建议啊，作文的时候就不能 write stuff。那学生很喜欢说 stuff。
Well, if you want to be very colloquial, 而且你家常乱七八糟，如果你是写作文片 and like your mom says, clean up your room, there is too much, and then you're going to say stuff here, like it feels very messy. All right, let's continue. And our friend Eliza says, let's see. The apartment already has a fridge, a washing machine, and a microwave.
对，这个 Eliza 呢，她就蛮精明的。她说：“让我想想啊，这个没有真的在看东西。Let's see， 没有要看什么哈，就是让我想想，而且也不是我们想，就让我想想。Let's see， 我想一下哈，这个公寓呢已经有第一个 fridge 是冰箱，这个的话 ，Chris 老师可以帮我们拼它比较难拼的拼法吗？
Yeah, so fridge and refrigerator, 都是冰箱, but they're spelled differently. So let's look at fridge here. F-R-I-D-G-E. Pick up your highlighter, highlight the D. Okay? Now, 冰箱的比较完整is refrigerator. R-E-F-R-I-G. 没有 D. E-R-A-T-O-R. Refrigerator. This is a word you have to practice.
这个拼法不一样哦。那个 fridge 它有一个 D 跑进去了。如果同学要偷懒的话，你要偷懒的对哦，你不要偷懒然后还写错。How about freezer？ 这个 freezer 跟 fridge 有什么不一样？
Well, freezer is 冷冻库, it's the cold part. Freeze, like frozen. You know the movie, Let It Go, Let It Go. That's frozen. And that the 原形动词 is to freeze. That means to make water very cold and it freezes. F-R-E-E-Z-E-R, freezer.
对，然后还有呢，我们看到这个是洗衣机，这个跟洗碗机不一样。如果是洗碗机的话，应该是
dishwasher.
dishwasher。然后记得同学不要念 dishwasher， 它是一个字哦，重音在第一个哈，洗碗机。然后还有一个微波炉，所以他们看起来是有一些厨房的用品都有了。
Okay, all right, question. If you can only buy one, fridge, washing machine, or microwave, go.
Washing machine.
Fridge. I would, because I guess in Taiwan you can buy 便当 and 泡面 really easily, right?
Right.
And then your clothes are dirty. But you can, I don't know, you can kind of find a friend that has a washing machine. This is hard, right? Only one, fridge, washing machine, or microwave. Tell us in the comments, what's the only one, if you can only buy one, which one do you buy?
Yeah, probably fridge is better because you have coin laundry.
Yeah,
Here,
right?
投币式的可以去洗衣服，
Yeah.
但没有冰箱。
But you can go to 7-Eleven and restaurants and buy 便当 very easily, right?
对，那 microwave 就不考虑，因为这个没有什么。
I feel microwave's number 3, right? yeah, number 3. You put your food outside, it's hot. All right, let's go. Number 6. Norman says, then the basics, the most important. The basics are mostly covered. So we planned for all the most important things.
他就说，其实基本的东西啊都有了，就你不用再买，可能不用再买多余的阿里亚扎的。这个 basics 我可以问老师一下 ，basic 跟 basis 有什么不一样吗
Basis? Like B-A-S-E-S, as in like...
B-A-S-I-S?
Okay, the basis. This means like your original plan, why you want to do something. Base, B-A-S, is just like baseball. This is the place you stay and you make plans to go somewhere else. Right? Or you play video games, shooter online. You know that you start in your base. That's the safest place to go out. So, 那个 B-A-S, B-A-S-E 都是有关 like your home to go somewhere else.
对，那这个 base 的话，老师刚才讲的比较像是堡垒哈，你就是你占据的那个地方，如果你是军队，它堡垒，或者是棒球那个你要跑回本垒嘛，那个垒。那如果是 basis B-A-S-I-S， 它比较像是根据，比如说 the basis of your argument， 你这个立论的根据是什么？那 basic 是一个东西的最基本的常识，比如说 the basics of math， 可能是加减乘除，对吗？最基本的这个数学。
Yeah, that's right. 1 plus 1, 这样子。Okay, ready? Let's go on to number 7. And Eliza says, what about a water dispenser? You could call it a water cooler or a water machine. Why do these people have so much money?
他就讲到说，哎，那你要不要买个饮水机哦？所以买到很细，饮水机可以从捷运偷就好了。对啊，去捷运装一下就好了。
All right, we need to take a break, and when we come back, we got our second half of the article. Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 54 and 55. Betty, do you know what the funniest place in the world to go to is?
Your kitchen?
No, my house is clean. I'll tell you what, my house is clean. The funniest place to go to is like your guy friends, 不是男朋友, your friends that are boys, go to their first apartment because boys are kind of sloppy. Boys don't care about making their house look very beautiful. If you have like 4 or 5 boys living together, it's so dirty. It's so sad. They have no furniture. Domeo jaju. It's really gross and disgusting. No, but if you go to your friends that are girls, with their girlfriends, their house is pretty. It smells like flowers.
我觉得你可能不太懂女生，我觉得你没有去过太多。
I'm just thinking in college. 我在大学的时候, my good friends, their house, the boys, their house was so dirty and sad.
女生宿舍也很脏。
And really? Okay, my friends, their house, the girls, they had a nice house. The boys, it was so sad. They slept on the floor. They never washed their dishes. It was,
很脏的感觉。
很糟糕. Like I like a clean house. I couldn't live with them. They're my friends, but I'm like, I'm going home. I don't want to live with you. So, okay, here we go. Line 8, Norman says, we can boil water from the tap or the faucet for drinking water, so we can hold off on buying one for now.
Norman 这里就讲说，哎，不然我们就从那个，如果要饮用水的话，我们就直接从水龙头，然后那个水出来，我们煮一煮就好了哈，所以就不用现在不用买这个什么饮水机吗？
Yeah, water dispenser. Yeah, so the verb here is boil. It sounds like boy or girl, boy, boil. It's a little tricky to say. The tap, it means to chow, 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 but it's also the thing where water comes out in the kitchen. And when we hold off on V-I-N-G, that means we want to wait to do something. Let's wait. That's right. Number 9, Eliza says, oh, that's right. How about a coffee machine? I don't want to drink coffee from a convenience store every day.
听起来他们蛮奢华，他们竟然还想到说，哦，那真的，哎，对啊，你讲有道理啊，不然我们要不要买个咖啡机？
Yeah.
对，他就说我不想要每天都从那个 7-Eleven 啊便利商店买咖啡。
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Making your own coffee is a lot cheaper, but coffee machines in Taiwan are really expensive. You can buy a cheap one for like 1,000 NT in America, and it's good. In Taiwan, it's expensive, and it's so little. It's a little cup like this. It's like this is like coffee for ants. It's so little. No one can drink that. All right, let me sit. Norman says, okay, but just something simple. We don't need espressos or cappuccinos every morning. All right, espressos and cappuccinos are expensive coffee drinks that you would buy at Starbucks.
对，我们来看一下那个 Norman 就讲说，好啊，但就买简单的就好了。你又不是每天都要喝那种浓缩咖啡啊，或卡布奇诺这么高级的，所以不要太复杂。
Yeah, like you can buy easily 20,000 NT, right? It's a crazy price to drink coffee every morning. I don't know why you would do that. Eliza says, will you order everything tonight?
对，他们应该是在线上买，我们刚才有读到，所以，哎，你今天晚上呢会把全部东西都订好吗？
Yeah, now, 事实上, maybe your textbooks, 你要小心你课本会说什么 because this feels like a plan, right? Like, 我计划这个，我要买这个, I have these items and I plan to buy them. And maybe your textbook will tell you, if it's a plan, we can say will, but be going to is usually a little more natural. Will 比较像是你愿意做事情, but really it's okay.
在口语上应该就是大家很随性，因为课本上是教，如果很严格的话 ，will 是你当下的想法。比如说我看到你喝咖啡，哎，我也想要 I'll get a cup of coffee。那如果是 be going to， 就是你自己有计划
That's right.
但口语就很随便。
That's right. Watch out for this. 口语跟 like 课本。
自然就好了。
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Let's continue. Sure, I think we can get it all delivered in just a few days. They must speak Chinese too, right? Because they're not going to like Shopee with no Chinese ability. Right?
这应 应该对吧？那我不知道他们加拿大人有可能啦。
Maybe
加拿大很多华人，对，他们加拿大华人搬来，他就说，当然啦，就是今天晚上要订吗？没问题哦。我觉得呢，我们就可能几天后就可以全部送来，然后货就会送来了。
Eliza says, What do you think about getting an air fryer? More money! Air fryer. I've always wanted one.
Eliza 看起来有点失心疯，她就说：“那你要不要买个那个气炸锅？我一直都很想要一个气炸锅这样。”
Listen, I just bought an oven 烤箱机 air fryer last year, and I've been in Taiwan almost 20 years. Like these people are spending money, man. They like to spend money. So an air fryer, a coffee machine, a water dispenser, a microwave, washing machine, fridge, air conditioner, and dehumidifier. Woo! That's a lot of appliances. Okay, 小心 I've always wanted, 不要说 usually, 不要说 seldom, 写下来擦掉. Next, Norman says, I guess we can afford it. I think we have money for it. Let's just make sure we use it.
我们就说，我觉得我们应该是可以负担，他们可以负担啦，我们担心太多。他就说，我们只要确认说我们会用就好了，应该是没有问题的。
All right, and Eliza says, don't worry, I already have a few recipes in mind.
Eliza 跟他保证说，不用担心，不用担心，我其实心里呢有几道想做的食谱已经有了。
All right, and we have something in mind. That means we are thinking about it. I just thought, how much would all of this cost? We don't have time to do the math, but they're spending like at least, I want to say like 40, 50,000 NT here, right?
Right.
And they just moved to Taiwan, and they just paid for an apartment. They probably paid the deposit. Wow, 好有钱耶. Wow, 还不错. All right, so if you need money, call Norman and Eliza. They're rich. All right, we are out of time at Enjoy English School, but we will be back some other time. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Betty.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.